saying the time for civility is over, and this is her quote with Christine Amanpour. She said, "You cannot be civil with a political party that wants to destroy what you stand for, what you care about. That's why I believe if we are fortunate enough to win back the House or the Senate, that's when civility can start again." So essentially, if you read between the lines in her words there, she's saying there's no need to be civil now because it's not going to work with a party that wants to destroy you. So the only time we'll be civil is when we're actually calling the shots then. Do you think that that's, or what's your response to that assessment from Hillary Clinton as far as the state of affairs between Republicans and Democrats?
I just think that it says a lot about, people keep talking about the country is divided and people are, it's unbelievable how what's going on. And, I got to be honest with you, I'm obviously a Republican. I've been a Republican my whole life. I have a lot of Democratic friends and family members. I have a lot of Democratic supporters, and I think the Democrats are losing control generally of this very, very far left portion of their party. It's not the party of JFK. It's not the old days of when Hillary talks like that. It's not Reagan and Tip O'Neill and Newt Gingrich and Bill Clinton and all that. I mean, and I'll give you a quote. This came from Twitter. I don't even know who this guy was. But I thought it really rang true, and I'm sure the Democrats aren't going to like that I'm saying this. But this, I think, is really more about what's happening in our country. And I got this on Twitter, and I just saved the quote. It says, "Democratic extremism and violence are a sign of what the Democratic Party has become, not how divided this nation has become." And I think the Kavanaugh hearing showed that to be true. People like Lindsey Graham, Susan Collins, Mitch McConnell, who a lot of the conservatives typically did not care for in the Republican Party, they've become heroes of the Republican Party because of their willingness to stand up during the Kavanaugh hearings. And I got to say, I was really impressed. I mean, Susan Collins' speech, I finally got to go back and listen to most of it. I didn't have all of it, but wow, she did a great job. Lindsey Graham stood up. Mitch McConnell has been tremendous in getting a lot of these things through in a practical way. And by the way, Brett Kavanaugh is not that conservative. And I think, the Democrats are going to be surprised to find out that this guy was probably one of the more moderate of the Republican picks that were on the list that the president very transparently put out before he even got elected. It wasn't like he said, I'm going to hide behind the scenes, and when I get elected, I'm going to spring all these justices on you. I don't remember a time when a candidate for president said, if I get elected, these are the people that are going to be on my list to be appointed judges. I mean, how more transparent can you get than that? And I think Brett Kavanaugh is going to be someone who's going to respect precedent. And I think all this hysteria over it and all the attempts to destroy his character, I think are a bit misguided. I don't think this guy's going to be the person they think he's going to be.
Congresswoman Claudia Tenney joining us on the Talk of the Town. Claudia, we're going to take the break right now. We'll come back, and we got a few things we can ask you about for the last few minutes. We have a bill dealing with alternatives to opioids, also maybe comments on Nikki Haley, the recent crash here in our area, if you have thoughts on that. And I want to see if you're a Taylor Swift fan as well, so maybe we can talk about that. So, 7:48 on the Talk of the Town. Stay tuned, folks.